Okay, we're with the lemurs right now.
Yep.
What are they doing?
That's an alarm call. It's a call that the rough lemurs do pretty frequently. It doesn't necessarily mean anything dangerous is nearby. They're just chatty.
They're like, hey,
Yep,
welcome.
pretty much.
Okay, so we're gonna go through the lemur forest. Yeah?
It's our natural habitat enclosure.
Okay, and it's about 70 acres, you said?
The total acreage of the property is, but
Okay.
each plot is divided up. So the one we're about to go into is about 4 acres in size, and
Okay.
it has 2 different lemur species.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, and it's the ringtail lemurs and the
Cockerels, shafak.
cockerel shafak. Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about when photographers come in? Because you have a few select times over the year where you have photographers come in, and you keep that to a minimum because...
So we have a specific photographer's dream experience, which is dedicated to photographers who are really interested in getting these amazing shots that you could otherwise only get in Madagascar. We also have a more regular tour that's our Walking with Lemurs tour that some photographers will use as their opportunity to get photos as well, but we keep all that really limited because we don't want to stress the lemurs out by having too many people in their space, and we also don't want to have too many photographers at once stepping on each other's toes all trying to get the same shot.
Yeah, probably falling all over each other with all that branch and stuff. So thank you to you for giving us this little private outing. Very excited. One of the things that I'm hoping to get is a combination of shots. So really nice close-ups, hopefully some group images, some fast action shots if we can get any leaping. Are there things I need to keep in mind from a, respect the animals perspective?
Absolutely. So anytime we go into their space, we want to make sure we maintain a safe distance from them and to keep them comfortable. So we have to remember this whole forest, all 4 acres, is their space. So they go where they want and we stay out of their way.
Okay.
So we like to keep about a 3-foot distance between us and them. And if they wander any closer, it's our job to say, okay, and move right back out of their way. And if you're busy getting photos or not noticing, then it's just my job to remind you, oh, there's a lemur getting closer. To step on back.
Okay, wonderful. Anything else we should keep in mind before we go in?
The only thing to keep in mind is that we're going to be feeding the lemurs when we first go out there, just to make sure that they are, kind of kept at attention and coming in from the forest. It's our time to check on them too. So just watch your step and make sure you're not stepping in any of their food, because that would be pretty rude.
That would be super rude. Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it okay to call them cute? Is that demeaning to the species at all?
I don't think so. I think it makes them accessible.
Okay.
Make the language accessible.
Yeah, I agree.
Something we talk about all the time on tours, comparing animal behaviors to human behaviors can be really helpful for people to interpret them.
Yeah.
You just don't want people to go so far as assume animals do things for the same reasons that we do.
Exactly. They're not all motivated.
But you can find a lot of similarities.
Oh, yeah. Well, just all the difference in personalities,
Yeah. Sound you're hearing now, that's his cue. There's a cockerel shafak family coming up right behind
Oh, my. Hello. Hi, beautiful.
This is a family that does get locked into this space temporarily while they're eating, just to make sure that everybody doesn't steal each other's food. So they came to that sound because that's the sound he uses every morning when he feeds them. That's the auditory cue.
Oh, my word.
To those bowls clanking together. So as you can see, they readily came right in. We get the question all the time, but don't they hate being inside the fencing? Doesn't it bother them? Well, the fencing is where they get their meal and all their delicious food every day, so they have no problems going in.
It's like a restaurant.
Exactly. It always serves their favorite foods.
Hi, guys. So I love, so they not only they leap on their back feet, and then they use this, they use their
hands.
We're going hands?
Yeah. Even though they look very different than us, these guys are primates. They're just very small, fuzzy primates with elongated, wet noses, which is a clue that they're such ancestral mammals to our family tree. But yes, they have hands, they have feet, they have nails, all those things. The cockerel shafak in particular are bipedal like us. They stay on 2 feet. But their hips are kind of splayed outwards so that when they leap between trees, they can easily grab on and catch. It's called vertical leaping and clinging. They stay upright when they're jumping. So on the ground, it looks really kind of like a dance. As
I was looking at that.
So when they bounce, they kind of move sideways rather than 1 foot in front of the other like we would.
Yeah. It's time to move on. Group huddle is over. The nap is done. This, the one who's the least important on the hierarchy, which is hilarious.
The least likely to get to make decisions.
He matters. He's just not a key decision maker. So because of, we're trying to get this shot with Julian, I need to try to get away from all this foreground so I don't accidentally focus on that. He's doing some sun thing. Oop, that's embarrassing. Wow, much closer. I don't even have a lens on. Okay, wait, thank you. That was so thoughtful of you. Okay, now you can go ahead and leap. We're good. Go ahead, you know you want to. You know you want to, all your friends are! And this experience is a little bit like shooting on a safari where you're not going to go up and rustle a tree. You're going to wait to see what they do and be ready for it when it happens. I spent 2 weeks in a Jeep on a safari in South Africa and I ate so many Oreos. But eventually got great shots.
Waiting, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's one of the benefits of photography here or research here. Researchers can spend, months in Madagascar and get very little usable data if they're looking for behavioral research. And also the presence of people can impact the behavior that they're looking for in those remote regions.
So These animals are objective
used to humans, so they do their natural, normal behaviors without that fear of humans being around them. So they can be really valuable for researchers.
And is this true that this is the largest collection of lemurs outside of Madagascar?
Both in number and number of species.
Wow. How many species are there?
15 species here, but there are about 100 in Madagascar. So there's still quite a large number of lemur species you will not find unless you go to Madagascar in person.
Yeah.